Welcome to today's video on bargain sports cars in the UK. The first sports car we're going to look at is the 996 911. This sports car was made between 1997 to 2006, and it's an entry point into one of the sportiest track-focused German manufacturers. And as we can see, as I'm scrolling through these autotrader listings, they start from £9,000. Although these examples are Tiptronic automatics, can be convertibles, high mileage cars, it still offers a great entry point into the Porsche world, really. And so what kind of people were put off by for these cars were the fried egg headlights. And if you can overlook that, it really offers a luxury sports car experience, and they sound really good too, and a lot of people will think they're worth a lot more than they are listed for. Now we move on to another fried egg headlight Porsche. This time it's the 986 Boxster. Again, the listings we're looking at here are Tiptronic and can be high mileage, but they start from £3,000 and go up to kind of around under £10,000. You probably pick up quite a good one. And so this is the cheapest entry point into the Porsche lineup at the moment. And they really are still offering great luxury, and they're a standout sports car. And people, again, will think they're much more expensive than they really are and really are listed for in the UK. And they are super interesting cars. They can be in manual or Tiptronic, and they were made from 1996 to 2004. So I think this is a great option to enter the Porsche brand and German sports car market. So on to the next car. This is the Aston Martin Vantage. So this generation of Vantage is now around £23,000 and up. And it really does look a stunning car and really will stand out, and people will think that it really is worth more than the values are today. And it really has that kind of James Bond feel about it, and that 007 vibe. It's an experience to step into it and to drive it. And it is a modern classic. It is starting to kind of really age well. I like the looks. I think it's a clean design, and I know there's a bit of a resto mod scene out there for these cars now, and Challenge the Road, for example, are doing a cool kind of kit for it. It has a V8 engine, so it will sound great. It gives supercar vibes, and it's just a great British brand that people really want to aspire to. And at £23,000, it makes a great entry point. So it's a great car to add to the list. Next up is the Aston Martin DB9. It really carries on these James Bond vibes. It's such a stylish, sleek design and is really desirable being the Aston Martin brand. These cars start at £22,000, and that is great value to enter the Aston Martin brand. And it has a V12 engine, which sounds amazing. And also it's a great British car and is really desirable, so it had to be on this list. We're halfway through the list now at number 5. At £19,000, it really is a great sports car. Although these are high mileage examples, they still will make for great fun. It sounds great, it has 2 seats, and if you're into UK car YouTube, Seen Through Glass had a few of them, and he always raves about them. So they are great cars, and it had to be on this list, really. Coming in at number 6 is the Lotus Elise, which starts at £14,000 on these used listings, and it is a true lightweight sports car. These will be really fun to drive. They're kind of track weapons and country roads. You can throw them down there, and it would be really exhilarating drive. Roof down experience, and they're rare to see in the UK. They are not too many of them around, so it really will kind of make you stand out at car meets, and people will look at it as kind of almost a baby supercar. Lotus are a really growing brand at the minute. They are doing great things, and they're really expanding their range with the likes of the Electra and stuff like that. And they have continued to grow, and they're a great British brand that it's this kind of an entry point to be part of that story. So here we have the only electric car on our list. It's the BMW i8. They start from kind of £30,000 nowadays, and they are all electric, and they really were revolutionary when they came out, because they came out probably around 2014, and back then there weren't kind of electric sports cars. There weren't too many electric cars on the market. As we know nowadays, there are loads of electric cars, but they really were revolutionary. They also have supercar looks, and the doors open up kind of like wing doors, and they will grab a lot of attention from general members of the public who won't have seen too many of them around. So it really is a cool car to have for this kind of money. It's a status brand and German engineering. It makes for a good offering at 30 grand, I think. So that's why it has to be on the list. So up next, we have the Nissan GTR, and specifically the R35 generation. These start from £37,000, and they can be heavily modified. There is a big scene for this with the likes of Litchfield, who tune them up to give them big horsepower, spit flames. They sound incredible. So they're really good cars at this kind of level of money, and they will attract a lot of attention. You can attend a variety of car meets in them, and people will be interested and engaged with the car, taking photos and everything. They're fast, they're a true sports car, and again, referring to the car YouTube, Supercars of London had one, and he had a great time in it. So they really are a great offering at this money, and I think they make for a bargain sports car. Next up, we have a bit of a rogue choice, the TVR Chimera. From £13,000, these still offer as a great sports car. Not many people know what it is because you don't really see them around too much. They're rare. They have a certain element of cool factor, and you can turn up to loads of meets in them and people will be interested, and they just look cool. We are now on to my choice of the list at number 10, the Audi R8. This is the V8 version, which is the original R8, and they start from around £30,000 nowadays. It's a great entry point into the German brand Audi, and it's their top sports car of the time. They have a big cool factor, and they draw a lot of attention, sound great. They're featured in various movies, and they really are a baby supercar. Lots of people refer to them as a supercar. I kind of see them as a sports car, but that's up for debate. But they really are great value at £30,000. Again, if you're into your nostalgia, car YouTube in the UK, Supercars of London had one. That was kind of my first memories of watching car YouTube. And they really are just great cars. They sound great. They look great. People will turn around to look at them when you drive past. And they're still respected at a lot of car shows. And they're just cool cars. So it would be my choice of the list. And yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like and subscribe if you did, and comment down below if you have any other sports cars you think I've missed off the list that offer bargains in today's market.